Hiya guys, it's Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total Warhammer 3. Continue my Lokhir Fellheart campaign. I hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new around here, please drop a sub. Help grow the channel, I'd really appreciate it. I think we're just building his army.
Dread Lord of Nagaro.
Lokhir just killed what's his face? Iron Dragon dude. He walked into an ambush like a complete muppet. Who gets ambushed in their own territory? Gotta deal with this bleeding tree man. He decided to come out of the forest, he took this, but then now he's gone for a city. It's like, no. So my second army is going to deal with this walking piece of wood. I can't believe she's like village tea waging. See, in the case of this, tactically here, basically they, well, at least her, as Legendary Lord, she's abandoned most of the cities to come and attack me with her armies, leaving them undefended against village, and villagers just walked in and taken everything. See, that's where I think they need to sort of just tweak the anti-player bias. Because if they send all their armies at you and they leave themselves vulnerable to another AI, the AIs then kick their ass for you. Because if they've got no cities to recruit from and go back to, their armies are going to be trash.
What awaits me? Unseen and deadly. Not now, later.
They're all there. Right, okay. Is that done? No, one more turn.
Dread Lord of Nagaro.
Okay, so yeah, we'll take the ivory. It's $5,000.
The people are displeased.
Oh, because of that. Of that last. It's in red territory, that's why. But it has got gemstones on it, which is a lot. Even though I think it's cut in half though by that, isn't it? Yeah, incomparable man, 50%. I hate that.
Vicious warrior.
I still think they have a little bit of ironing out to do with what he can and can't occupy. In all honesty, because I don't think that's very good for Lokhir. There's not as much green round here as you'd think. There's a lot of reds and oranges. So I'm guessing they're probably waiting until they do Hinterlands of Koresh or maybe King's Vind. And they're going to add more greens in there, I don't know. But at the moment he hasn't got that many. But I suppose maybe what they're guessing on is that you could always go through the ceiling with like a black arc and take over something in Lustra or something like that. Why has she got that many of them stupid Kring gunner things? Don't get me wrong, they're like their version of like a rattling gun. They're not bad. But once the enemy gets to you, you're doomed. And all they require really to get to you is some cavalry or some flying units. You can't shoot them all down. In my case with my army, I'd murder that. Because I'd just stalk my way into range. And just shoot it. Oh god, they just got annihilated anyway. That's her last city she's got there. If she loses that city, she won't be recruiting anything good. It's going to be like peasants and stuff. In which case she's effectively out of the game. I can't believe this guy almost died as well. He had just his city left at one point with like 2 armies of the Iron Dragon running round. Right, so you can take that city. Yes, okay.
By the cruel seas.
That one.
Aboard the Tower of Blessed Dread. Lokhir Fellheart. Onwards, crew.
Industrial blacksmith.
Yeah, he's still got 8. So although he's not got many armies, I just killed them all. He's going to be able to come back. Wasn't that at 9,000 last turn?
Attend me. Admiral of Car's fleet.
Went from that. Okay, that's how you get them. Pressed into servitude technology. What the hell's that? That. So, there's a thing for you. Always get this when you get onto the second tier research tree. If you get pressed into servitude, you start getting those elf servants. They give +1 loyalty.
Bloodshed becomes me. I march onwards
I might not
with
make it.
noble purpose.
That way we'll see.
Onwards,
Move.
onwards.
See if he stays there or not. So we can attack him next turn.
Preparing the next move.
We're ready for them.
What have we got in here? Oh god. "17 units. So he's got 3 more than us. And to be fair, the bulk of them have to get in combat. Dryads are wank. I've got no respect for Dryads at all. And they both are weak versus armor, just that one has frenzy, because they're malevolent Dryads. Glade Guard can be an issue because of the range. You've always got to respect an archer unit. These can be a problem until I kill them. These are good if they get into combat and I'm not able to hold them in location. Obviously the same with the Tree Men and the Tree Man Ancient. And they're all rank 6. My units are not very good. But I can try and hold them. I can try and hold them at the walls. I can use the walls to our advantage. Because wall towers do a lot of damage. If they initiate the attack, that is.
Such slaughter awaits.
Right.
A vile plan.
They're free. Get moving.
Murderous lord. I admire your darkness. Set the sails. I will continue later.
Get into enemy.
Anchors away.
Get moving now.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Hero not moved. Yeah, it's fine, he can stay there. Actually moving back here a bit. Just keep an eye on them. It's a damaged building. Fucking bastard. Right, okay. I've got no... Oh, that's why the income dropped. Wow! Holy shit. Right, so there's a reference point for you guys there. I've just gone down to 0 slaves. I went from 9,000 and something last turn to 3,200. So I lost 2/3 of my income by not having enough slaves. And because you need to build the buildings that have the income chuck at you, so basically it's on here, this, the guild halls, that gives you 400 standard, but it gives you another 300 from the slaves. But it's at 60 a turn. Just the dark elf economy now is bad. It's shockingly bad in the way how it works. Because in its own way, it's like the old Beastman and Greenskin, whatever it was called, like Bestial Rage, where you had to constantly fill the fucking meter, and you could almost never keep it filled, because you have to fight too many battles in one turn to fill it. It's a little bit like with Khorne, but Khorne actually can fill his battle meter, because he's able to get more movement and then attack again, and so on and so forth. You're probably going to fight all those battles rather than auto-resolve them, but still you can do it. With the Greenskins and Beastmen you couldn't. And you've got to get enough of these slaves in. Your capacity obviously goes up the more Black Arcs you've got, the more cities you've got and towns, so that will increase over time. You don't need to build the stupid this, because that for the -4 control isn't worth it. It really is not worth it. And then the problem you've got is, well, like, that gives me 5 control, gives me another 3 if the slaves are above 100. So you don't want that thing ticking 4 off you if you barely got the control as it is. It wouldn't be very, very helpful. But yeah, that is all levels are bad. All levels are bad. So I just lost 6,000 a turn because I ran out of sleeves. 6,000. Wow. I mean, they tried something new with the Dark Elves, and I'll be honest, I have no idea why. I mean, it's because I think people are saying the Dark Elves aren't as popular as High Elves. Dark Elves are never going to be as popular as High Elves. High Elves have always been the premium peacock race, the pretty boy race. They always have been. So, they're never going to be as popular, you can forget it. It ain't going to happen. Just because they're elves, it don't mean they're going to be as popular. There's wood elves. Nobody fucking likes those either. And they've got really strong armies. Their economy is terrible. But yeah, they're not going to be as popular. The best thing they can do is, which they'll still have saved as like a template somewhere on their systems, just revert the Dark Elf economy back to the old system. Simple as that. Revert it back for all of them, and then if you want to, keep in the dictats for Marathi. Since that's pretty much a Slaanesh mechanic. Just keep that in for Marathi and let her use it. And let that be Marathi's, sort of thing. Because what you're changing here is not the mechanics of a particular Legendary Lord. It's how a faction earns income. And that doesn't change generally from character to character. it stays the same in most cases. I mean, personally as well, like they've got the Imperial Authority. In all honesty, I think that should be unique to just Emperor Karl Franz. Because Marcus Wolfhart hasn't got it, he's got his own weird thing. Volkmar hasn't got it, and technically Balthazar Gelt shouldn't have it. Balthazar Gelt is a very powerful mage from the Colleges of Magic. Might even be the most powerful mage in the Empire. But he doesn't have any authority to rule the Empire. He's got his own city. What the fuck was that? Right, we can probably get them, I think. It's gonna go down, but okay.
Bring fire and terror. Get moving. Ready for ambush.
Malevolent law. I approve of these dark deeds.
Tan that. All three of those. Yeah, we can just keep all these, can't we? Yeah. I'm gonna wait till I've all these up and these though, until I've got the ship maxed out. I just wanted to get these parts done, because that will help out like now. Takes off a few of the slaves. And I guess the units inside some experience as well.
Dreadlord. The ocean awaits.
Nagaroth warrior. Create chaos! For Nagaroth! For victory!
As I said before, if you can ever auto-resolve the Wood Elves without having to fight them, just auto-resolve them. Save yourself the hassle. Do not risk fighting them fucking things, because they are the most annoying bastards in the world to fucking fight. They really are.
As presents.
Yeah, so the Lord's got Elf Servant, as have both their heroes that way.
Coming ashore.
I ain't gonna worry about her
Ruthless.
ever losing enough loyalty.
This one has their uses.
Unima power. We can do Unima power. Right, we need to save that beforehand. But first we'll do the points on the lady. You can have that. And you can have that. And then that. 16 grand? What? Why? It's kind of weird.
What now?
Right. Save this and make sure we get a good name,
Dark Lord.
one that benefits shades to at least some degree.
Part of the crew.
Improves the Lord's army. Yes. Oh, Shadow Dart. What's this one do though? See, that one wouldn't be bad if I was using Dread Knights in my army, so that would be more for a melee one. But Shadow Dart is one of the best ones you can get. I usually end up with it on a bloody Black Ark.
Avoid first mate.
Kind of weird. Oh, in fact, no, I know what we're doing. I do know what we're doing, yes, I did. I put the 1 point into there, and then I thought, no, I'm probably better off getting the range increase for Shades first. Because Shades normally only have like 150 range, and I think you can increase to like 169. But now they've got Shadow Dart, they've got 195, and when I get them to rank 7, and I've got that red skill trait, they're the highest ranged infantry missile unit in the game. If you have Shadow Dart, because it's a ridiculous level, and you may look at the range, and that goes above 200, which is higher than that of a Way Watcher. And while having Stalk as well on top and Vanguard, they're delicious. You can do some good shit with them.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Yeah, there's two armies that are my favourites. Two names of power. Shadow Dart is one of them, 4 shades, and the other one I forgot what it's called, but it gives you like a ridiculous amount of ammunition for shades, and that one's really good in like long battles. So like if you have to fight like 2 or 3 armies, that's not normally a good idea for any ranged army, because your ammo starts to like run out. But this gives you like plus 40% ammo for all your shades. So talking like another half the ammo again on top almost. It's good, so you could fight 2 armies comfortably. But that's also why you max out Lightning Strike on ranged armies, because you need to fight that 1 army at a time, so your ammo can refill after each battle. Melee armies, you don't need to worry about that. Alright, you'll get tired in the battle, yes, that is a thing, but so will theirs. And bear in mind, speaking from experience, I'm the guy who had 1 army of beastmen fight 4 armies of dwarves and win. So melee armies can do it, they just need to not start the fight very tired, which is what the current version of Lightning Strike is doing, which is really, really stupid, because there's no incentive for a melee army to take it. Makes no sense. You're better off just taking 2 points into it and increase the time it takes them to be able to reinforce. So then any reinforcements they're going to get take longer to come on. So you can kill the first army either as the second one's arriving, or if you're really looking before the second one arrives, because then you can end the battle.
I serve only the dragons.
By the cruel seas.
There's no crossing here, is there?
Underway.
I'll wait there and see what happens.
Lord of the Black Court. We have a deal. Plotting a course.
There's a thing there anyway.
Sail, damn you.
Can get that.
What skulks in the woods?
Death walks. What lies ahead? Watch and wait.
Tyrant of Nagaroth. Dreadlord of Nagaroth. Set the sails.
Yeah, the last two are Shade Building, Blackguard Building, and then those three. Yeah, we're gonna wait on these on this first and that. I was looking for my campaigns the other day, and surprisingly, what I thought would have been my longest campaign actually isn't. My longest campaign that I've done so far is Scrag. Scrag's campaign was 185 turns. But with how with how long Tyrion's campaign's been going and how much longer it's got to go yet, because I've got to wipe out all of Malekith, who's got like 30 settlements, and then all of Marathi, who I think's got like 9 or 10. That's going to be over 200 turns easily, just because of how strong they've gotten, and that's something you can't ever plan for. That's just pure RNG, and that's one of the strengths of this game, is you can have a faction one time that gets completely destroyed and doesn't do anything. So like Grombendal could fuck up Malekith, or Valkyr might annihilate him. But then, oh you motherfucker, wonder my assassin. But in this case, the Dark Elves have got incredibly strong. In fact, in most campaigns I've been playing lately, because of how they've tweaked the Dark Elf economy, it seems to highly benefit the AI as Dark Elves rather than the player. I know they've got a lot on at the moment and they're going to be doing things in between, but obviously like a rework of the Dark Elves won't be like a big patch. They won't need a patch to rework the Dark Elves. They might need a patch to like rework Daniel, the like generic Demon Prince, because he's fucking awful. I will never play him again unless they rework him. One thing he needs is a technology tree, Because basically they merged his skill tree, his technology tree, into one, and it's crap. He needs his own skill tree and his technology tree. He needs both. You want to play, you know, Demon Cosmetics, fair enough. But do that a different way. Don't get rid of things that are fundamentals in the game that you need. You need a skill tree and you need a technology tree. It's part of what defines a faction. Because whatever you're researching technologies benefits all of your armies and all of your settlements based on whatever technology is.
Kraken Lord! Show me the compass.
Feared by all.
I am no slave.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
That kills a blackguard? How?
Death and carnage.
See what that
wait.
is.
I require slaves. What now? Lord of the Black Court. None. Slaughter calls us. Bind them.
So I got a Frick Victory but I lost nothing?
What?
He doesn't need that. Well, I could take that actually. It's better.
Hated landwalkers! March, you mongrels! Move and obey.
Such slaughter awaits. I admire your darkness.
He ain't got a trick yet, has he? Has he, fuck?
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
But now my shades only cost 9 gold. 68 for the blackguard and 42 for the bolt throwers. That's because of his thingy though. His name of power. His name of power reduces their upkeep by another 15%. They wouldn't normally be that cheap. They'd be cheap, but not that cheap. That's like Skaven Slave cheap, but one of the best units in the fucking game. Actually, take 2 turns. Fuck that.
A fine plan. The ocean awaits.
You've got to be kidding me.
Your free
thought as much. Bugger. I actually wanted to go around it, not into it. Let's take out his cannonade.
Shades. Dark elves. Shades. Dealers in death. Shades. Battle ready. Bolt throwers. Eager for battle. Dark elves. Merciless warriors. Nagarothi. Shades. The merciless host. Shades. Merciless warriors. The merciless host. Shades.
To the side.
Cold-blooded killers. Shades. We are ready. Shades. We are ready. Nagarothi. The merciless host. Merciless warriors.
Team 1, Team 2. He deployed over there. They're right at the very back. You guys are gonna have to move.
Shades. Dark elves. Advancing. Onwards to murder. Moving out. Dreadlord. Going. Shades. Carnage awaits. Onward. Death is coming! To destruction! Moving out. Advance, Druki! Advance, Druki! Druki! Forward! Carnage awaits! Dark Elves! Druki, forward! Going! Druki, forward! Murder awaits! Moving out!
It's them ones, they only got 120 though. It's actually not as much as I thought.
Dealers in death!
And see there? That takes out its cannonade. I didn't even have to risk getting in combat, I just used these to ward them away. Because the AI will instinctively move away from bombardments. Regardless how much damage it'll do. They'll just go the opposite direction.
Bloody murder! Druki! Eager for battle!
It's getting cinematic how much the undead get completely annihilated. I actually can't see them too well on the Black Hawk terrain. And that's how you scatter the roaches. And without losing a single Dark Elf. Obviously it's much easier to do when their range is full range, because then the longer range they've got, the less chance they've got of being seen through their stalk. So then usually you can get off your first salvo without your stalk, you know, like coming down. But they've definitely increased the detection range of units when you've got stalk on. It's not as effective as it was in Warhammer 2. In Warhammer 2 you could get so ridiculously close. And now they've changed it, and I don't know why they've changed it. End of the day, it's a stalking unit. They're good at sneaking up on things.
Black-hearted dreadlord. In haste. What now?
No, we'll just focus on the. I'm going to get him his trait for these.
Lokhir Fellheart.
Dreadlord of Nagara. Tyrant. Such slaughter awaits.
Unlike the previous one, this one I can probably short to resolve.
Death and carnage
Yes, quite easily.
await. I require slaves. Dreadlord of Nagara. Malevolent Lord. Tyrant of Nagara. I must not fail. The price of failure is high.
I think that got rid of all his power bar again. Yeah, basically.
Failure is not tolerated.
Cease your provocations. Dreadlord, at your command. Going now.
Oh yeah, we can do that now. What about that's now gone down in price? Oh, because of the slaves. Because the slaves also give you construction cost for all buildings as well. Okay. I forgot of the other benefits. I knew just the money, obviously, until you click over that, you don't actually realise. Don't get me wrong, they buffed up what the slaves can do for you. But how you have to maintain the slaves, absolutely ridiculous. What is the problem here? That character is taking off 5 control. This one guy. This. Son of a bitch.
The people are displeased.
Ooh, that's back to level 5 next turn. Nice.
Lord of the Black Court.
It's just how it works with their economy is so weird, because it's like your economy isn't permanent. It's like a temporary economy, because if you run out of slaves, say you've got a period of inactivity where there's only allies around you, no enemies to fight, which I'm not far off at this point, then you're going to obviously lose all your slave benefits, and you're going to go down to your base income, and your base income is probably going to be 2/3 lower than what it's actually showing it's at when you've got slaves. It's not good. It is not good at all. He's annoying as fuck, that guy. Just walking around raiding for barely anything. The income's irrelevant. But the raiding's doing -3 control, and then he himself is doing -2. -5 control from one goddamn character. There's village. And you're gonna do this. I might as well join in so I can take the slaves then.
My crew thirsts to spit.
I bet they do. Oh, in fact, no, because I need it back. No. They'll give me a peace treaty before I took it back next turn. I was going to accept it actually as well. But then I thought, hang about. If the peace treaty, I can't take my thingy back. No, that's mine. See what I mean? I mean, like, what's this supposed to stop? Something about Wood Elf garrisons. Wood Elf garrisons outside of their big trees are worth nothing. 5 fucking units. What is that possibly going to stop? There's not a single 20 stack it's going to stop. It'd probably struggle against anything, even a 10 stack or higher.
Claim your prize.
And it might have a go against certain 10 stacks, maybe. You know, 2-to-1 ratio if the units are bad. Possible.
Blood of the Fellhearts. This one has their uses.
Command me.
This, I believe, is mine. This time it would be staying as mine. You've got your bleeding tree with elves.
Another
Sit in your tree and fucking stay there. Or I'll burn the bastard down. I can take these two here actually as well. So you have the option of that one or that one. Might just go with the salt. Save some sleeves at least anyway.
I approve of these dark deeds. Lord of Fear. Black-hearted dreadlord. Set the sails.
Admiral of Kar's fleets. Very well.
Revere the celestial dragon.
Vicious dreadlord.
I've taken that back. That puts us at, is it 24? 24. So we could have 34, 24, I'm on by 34. 25, 26, 27, 28. 29 and 30 if I need to just to win the game, I suppose. I mean, yeah. I don't really want to occupy red. If it's a matter of winning the campaign, I'll do it. Which means I probably guess there's probably going to be another 2 parts to this. 3 at the most. Unless something bad happens, which can happen. You can't count anything. Or then actually I don't need to occupy those 2. No, I don't. Occupy those 4 with Lokhir, and
Dreadlord.
Julian can come down here and take these 2. As long as he doesn't do it. And if need be, I'll destroy the Wood Elves, because if they're a nuisance, I'm going to have to deal with them.
Murderous lord.
Just making sure there's no more things in the water for Admiral Bane to go and collect. Because Bane's on the 2 levels off getting his word of power as well, his name of power thing. Now that I can see. Actually, this is coastal. There's something there. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's because of the fog of war. I'm going to bring Bane down here, because if that's a port, which it is, by the looks of it, Bane can take that. And then I've only got to take that one. And then maybe I can blow up that tree. Problem is, there'll probably be a 20 stack army sat inside it with a garrison. And that'll probably be a bit too much to fight. I won't be able to auto-resolve it for certain. It would be a fight. But it's whether I can actually beat that. Wood Elf garrisons are good, and their armors are
Try the cruel
definitely good. Zenbu Kiang, that's his. That's part of that province. Okay.
sacrifices to Mathlan.
He kind of shit the attack you, that's fine. I'm gonna say I don't want to get drawn on to attacking that, because I want to be able to actually occupy one of these myself. Right, I'm gonna call this part here for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, drop a comment if you want to, and please drop a sub if you are new around here, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everyone.